let's jump to their albums list because they did the albums list, and I find this interesting. So I'm just gonna highlight the rap ones. I'm not gonna go through everything else. We can if we really want to.
Give us number one though.
Okay, I will after. Let me just name the rap ones. So there was 18 rap albums, hip hop albums that made the top 100. So this is top 100, not top like 200. Top 100.
What the hell?
So
Why is that at the
92 Carter 3, 87 Get Rich or Die Trying.
Carter 3 at 92.
83, hold on, let me finish the list. 83 Legends Never Die.
Pissed me off.
81 Good Kid, Mad City. 78
This
Speaker
fucking
Box
list is gonna
Level
make me
Low.
crash out.
69 Take Care. 66 Recovery. 65 Certified Lover Boy. 62 Country Grammar. 53 Curtain Call. 41 Astro World. 39 Eminem Show. 38 Goodbye and Good Riddance, the Juice WRLD album. 36
What?
Scorpion.
Hold
Hold on. Let me just finish. Let me just
okay.
finish. 36 Scorpion.
Some real Drake fans over here.
31 shoot for the moon, aim for the stars. I'm proud I recognize that acronym. Pop Smoke. 28 Views. 25 Damn, and number 8 on all of their lists, and the number one rap album of the 21st century from Billboard is My Turn, Lil Baby.
Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, no.
That is the list.
That is, I mean,
That's an atrocious
look,
list.
I will say, I'm not going to speak too much on it because I'm the resident Lil Baby hater. I fucking hate.
I don't like him
I've
either.
never liked him. Never did. Never will. That's fucking ridiculous. And Platte, you are a Lil Baby fan. You have to admit that's fucking outrageous. Over the Eminem show, over fucking
The Carter 3, bro.
No, my crash out was fucking
The Carter 3?
and the Carter 3. My Turn is better than any, bro. Than Carter 3, bro. No. Oh my god. That is actually
Lil Baby is better than Lil Wayne?
that is actually fucking outlandish. That's so wrong, bro. That's impossible.
They did them dirty, bro.
I think their top 3 is right. I just think the order is wrong.
You think the top 3 of
You
these
think
is
you
right?
think My Turn is the best
My
album?
Turn,
The
Damn,
best rap
Them
album?
Views?
In,
I don't think it's one.
then
I think
then
it's
To
3.
Pimp a Butterfly is not your favorite album then. Because if that's not on there, then what?
No, again, I'm looking at it from the Billboard perspective. From the Billboard perspective, the top 3 is right.
I still don't even think that My Turn even meets the Billboard
Top
perspective, bro.
top 5 is
The only
right.
person I've ever heard
minus.
talk about this album is him.
I've never even heard any.
I've
never heard this album, bro. My Turn. I've never heard.
It's literally the highest selling album since the 2020s, like in the 2020s. So it's
You could not put that above the Eminem Show, bro. And I'll take that
again,
as a resident Eminem.
I think can I get
hater.
the Bow real quick? The thing about this album. Sorry, you have to be on camera for 1 second.
Do you not like being on camera?
Everybody leave comments.
It'll be a drop.
Everybody rate Chris's arm 1 out of 10.
Listen, bro. One of these days we're gonna
But-
get you over here.
No, we
You
are.
want to switch seats?
We are.
No,
he's
we're-
done
we,
it
we
before.
We have a plan.
Yeah, but I'll say this back to this list is that again I'm looking at it from their lens. Would My Turn be a top 3 album of the 21st century? Absolutely
Over
not.
everything else.
Absolutely not. But I think that's where the disconnect comes. Is that we all look at music with the context of we do contextualize the impact of a big album, but we also look at it culturally and how it moves and how it shakes and the artistry of an album. But I'm telling you from a pure factual standpoint, no rap album that's been released since 2020 has sold more than My Turn. And that is the unequivocal fact. That is not up for debate. That is not an opinion thing. That is just a factual base. So when I look at Billboard ranking it, I wouldn't rank it over Damn because Damn is so high. And I personally, and I think, and not to be the Kendrick guy here, but how, to me, Good Kid, Mad City is the longest charting album in Billboard, in rap Billboard history.
I was thinking the
Right.
same thing, bro.
So for it to be 81, now I get to the difference is, so like Damn is 25. Damn's first week was 600 something thousand. And Good Kid, Mad City's first week was like 200,000. And you know how it works. Like their first week is always the biggest week, and then from there it's usually like about the same for a couple weeks, and then it's really slow, whatever. So most of the times it doesn't even maintain it the first and the second week. It's always a drop off. So Good Kid, Mad City has consistently sold, but it didn't have like Damn had like a 400,000 plus jump on it, even though it was dropped 5 years later. But I just feel like Good Kid, Mad City should have been higher because it is the longest charting rap album. I don't like Curtain Call on here because that's a greatest hits album plus 2 songs.
Yeah, that's kind of bullshit.
I don't like that on there.
Where?
It was 53. I was surprised it's the Eminem album, the greatest hits.
Okay.
It was his greatest hits, and he threw on like Fack and like a couple other songs.
That's a cop out.
Fact was, he's talking about what's his name? Richard Gere putting a fucking gerbil in his butt.
Again though, look, let's be fair. Like Pop Smoke's album,
He did what?
Pop Smoke's album, Country Grammar. Like I love Pop Smoke, and that was a big album, but I feel like Country Grammar was like it's a diamond album.
Yeah.
Like I can't put Pop Smoke's album over it, even though it may have.
put Pop Smoke's
that's
album
what I mean.
over any
Yeah,
of these.
that too, because.
So that to me is the one that like is on the list, and I think it deserves to be somewhere in the 100. I wouldn't put it.
I think they're really caught in between
streaming and non-streaming.
Yeah, like type of again, when it comes to that cultural appeal and what actually matters in music, like in that type of shit, and then also the numbers. They're caught in this. It's a catch-22 of like.
And the numbers change so much in terms of what they mean.
You can't make everybody happy on either end.
But
Whoever cares about what.
I do want to stand by. I think the top 3 are the top 3. Maybe if you want to swap Views out for Scorpion, I'll listen just because I know both those albums were big. But I think Views, Damn, and My Turn are commercially, from a rap perspective, the 3 biggest albums of the 21st century.
I could see commercially, but I'm never going to be happy about My Turn being there. That is fucking...
Again, that's fine.
Ridiculous.
That's fine. I just want to...
It's ridiculous that people even fucking like this guy, bro. That's what pisses me... Bro,
I get why they like him, man. Because it's basically like these people.
Yeah, he doesn't.
It's high
he's
school,
not talented.
But it's these high school people who need to relate to somebody, and they relate to Lil Baby very heavily, bro.
Same flow, same cadence, same everything. Every single fucking song he's ever made in his whole goddamn life. I'm so sick of people fucking rapping this guy.
But listen, bro. We're getting to a point now. Kendrick has made set the bar so high to the point where rapping like this is not going to be acceptable anymore.
But that's fine. No, but it doesn't. I still like shit that isn't that to that quality. But Lil Baby, I genuinely have never understood why or how people like him.
Yeah.
I just and I'm not trying to like
you're not trying to like.
I'm not trying to like talk shit to you. It's just I never have understood or.
It's not relatable, bro.
I've never been able to get behind it. It's just boring to me. It's not interesting.
So to me, I want to first off say that from a pure list perspective, I think having 18 of your 100 albums be hip hop, I think that's pretty solid. I think that's pretty solid when you're looking at it from a Billboard perspective. So they're obviously going to lean pop,
out of
country.
100?
Yeah, out of 100.
18 rap.
Do you think that's like super low? I think it's lower. I think it's
low.
It's
only
pretty
in the
low.
fact of that.
I would probably have it about 22, 23 albums, but like I don't think it's like that far off.
I think it's pretty low, especially considering how much more influential rap music is. Because not everybody listens to country. Not everybody listens to pop,
more people listen to
more
for a
people-
while country than rap, but more people listen to country than rap, and it flipped in the middle of the 21st century. It flipped, I think, in like 2016 or 17.
I would say it flipped, like, cause I even know people.
Because I remember the year,
because
because I flexed. I was like, yeah, rap's on top. Like I remember flexing. I think it was like 2016 or
It was
2017.
like that before that, though. I would say like it flipped really in like around 2008 when people was like, because I have people.
Right.
I know people like.
I think
come to me and be like, man, I used to listen to like.
It's also who you associate with,
old
though.
school people,
you know?
like fucking Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
LL Cool. People talk about, we used to go LL Cool J. We went to go see Wu-Tang and all them. I'm like, dang, that's a lot of people who's fucking rap. And this is back in like the 90s. Everybody they love rap and they fuck with rap a lot. It's a very tough to find, you know, and it's, I'm gonna, you know, I'm unfortunately I'm gonna be racial about it, but it's like I know a lot of white people who even back in who talk about, you know, all the rappers they used to go see today. This dude I work with, I used to work out with all the time.
I'm glad the Heist ain't on here. I'm glad Macklemore ain't on here. I'm so
Thank
glad.
God. I was worried.
Bro.
That's the first thing I was thinking about.
Because I'm not gonna
all
lie.
these
I'm
lists.
not gonna lie. That's a
That was
Billboard ass
one-
album.
That was a
That's a Billboard ass album.
But yeah, I'm glad
Thrift shop, ceiling can't hold us, all that
my
shit.
God. Don't even say it because they'll fuck around and change it. Like, wait a minute, we forgot Macklemore. But no, man, it's a lot. I know a lot of people who talk about rap music.
Damn, we don't have Macklemore on this bitch.
But a lot of people talk about rap, but I don't know. You know, I don't know many brothers who talk about like, damn, y'all hear that country album that we unless it's Beyonce.
Yeah. You
Or
right?
like pop. Nobody like it's not cultural. It's not. It's just commercial.
You're right, but again, let's play the devil's advocate of it here. Is like brothers make up what of the country.
Exactly.
So that's where the numbers number.
Exactly. Again,
And that's all Billboard gives a fuck about. Unfortunately, they're not looking at it from the artist's perspective. But let me name some albums that dropped within the time frame, because this went all the way up to, they factored in December 28th, 2024. So they literally factored in the last week of music of the decade when they pumped this out. Graduation. Remember the 50 head-to-head battle? That bitch sold 700,000 first week. How was that not passing like Certified Lover Boy, who's on this list? Because Certified Lover Boy sold like 600,000 first week, and has sold well continuously. But Graduation,
Kanye's not even on there, is it?
That could very well be Kanye.
I don't even think My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy wasn't on there.
But
I had that on the list
That
too.
could very well be an anti-Kanye bias, even though he was on the artist list.
And he was low on the artist list. Let me put my opinion out there. At 20, he was 20.
He was 20, right? Okay. What?
No Watch the Throne.
The fact that there's
no Watch the Throne. No Graduation. No My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Yeah. The fact that there's no Kanye, no Jay-Z album on here at all is egregious.
Oh yeah, no Blueprint. I didn't think of that.
Yeah.
No Blueprint.
No, you know what? I'll even let's imagine the Blueprint never existed. No Black Album.
Yeah.
Because I think I think the Blueprint was very influential for hip hop
But-
music, but I think the Black Album was the widest reach of Jay-Z shit. Besides, maybe you get the Blueprint 3 and whatever, like down the line. But as far as like when you think Jay-Z and you think of the Blueprint versus the Black Album, I think the Blueprint for hip hop was a bigger deal. But I think that the Black Album had a much further reach. Like my mom knew Dirt Off Your Shoulder when I was a child. You know what I mean? Like that type of shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and if the white mom knows it, yeah, that means something. Like
That's
not,
what I'm saying,
in fact, so.
100%. Yeah.
like not being.
I'm still
not being
stuck
funny.
on the
No,
fact
that's
that
literally
Carter
what I'm
3
saying.
Carter 3 was
the last
so
rap
low.
album.
That is
So
that's
like,
sad.
let me put in perspective another one that's not on this list, but it also, again, it makes sense. Not to hate, but it makes sense given it's that album that's like really, really great, but it just misses the cusp of all those other great albums. 2014 Forest Hills Drive isn't on this list.
I'll go by names. I'll go by albums.
J. Cole, 2014 Forest Hills Drive.
Yeah. J. Cole wasn't on there at all?
No, not at all. Not on the album. He was on the artist list. He was like 85.
It could only really be that or
But I
Born
think
Sinner.
about it is,
It would,
bro,
it would only be
sucks,
2014.
But it sucks so bad. But
like again, if you're looking at the bottom being like Carter 3, if you're looking at that as a baseline, I see why 2014 didn't make it. This is one I'll stand by. I'll absolutely stand by. I'll die on every single hill. I don't know where the rest of this room is at, but I will die on this hill. I don't know how Invasion of Privacy ain't on this list. Like, you got Juice WRLD, Legends Never Die. Like, you got those, like, posthumous albums. Like, bro, I get that they ran up the streams and they did all that fabricated bullshit. But, like, Invasion of Privacy, Cardi B, bitch was certified.
You know
like,
what? I have so much respect.
Certified hit after hit after hit. Like, if we run through, every single record was on them charts.
No,
every single record.
That's what I'll say. I love your affinity with that album, and because it was very culturally impactful. Like, I'm not gonna, I will never take that away. But I do always love how it's just. I feel like it's such a like it's such an interesting album that you always will ride behind, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I understand why you do.
Yeah,
But,
I just think
but you will always stand behind that album. Yeah,
no, I
absolutely.
think it's one of the greatest rap albums of the last decade.
Unfortunately, I see why it didn't. But I by all means, but that album was fire. I ain't gonna hold you. Cardi B went crazy. However, it's the commercial of it, bro.
But that's what that album was.
Think about it is Cardi B hasn't been out for that long to be like.
But again,
Like
this is the album. This is not the artist list. The artist list she was on, by the way. She was on the artist list, but she wasn't on the album list. Which to me is crazy because if anything, that album is bigger than her. Maybe not because she has like that whole like personality that like goes beyond the music.
I wish I had a reason to give you like to say like why it didn't do well, but like something about that, like something about it, because even I didn't really know the album by name. I just knew Cardi B. It was Cardi B's, and I'm like, okay, I think I know what songs was on it, and it kind of just tells me like I'm like, in a way, yes, I'm bummed out that Cardi B isn't on there, but I also understand why she isn't. I just don't have an explanation of why.
Dirty Sprite 2. I feel like that leans cultural. That leans cultural in terms of Billboard.
Yeah.
That's one of the biggest rap albums of the last decade. However, I think like you look at that, you look at Victory Lap. Those are albums that like we hold near and dear to us, but like I don't think it looks beyond. It doesn't look enough in the Billboard metric of it. And the last question I'll ask is this, and obviously this can sound like glaze, but it is what it is. I just want to ask this opinion because I actually don't have an answer for this question. But it technically falls in the window, but I get it's too early. Will we look back at GNX as an album that should have been on this list?
No.
Not right now.
Because it is selling like crazy.
It
is still
going
and the sales
dummy
for
mode.
It is
But
still.
it's fresh.
That's why.
still fresh.
Hey, I'll say fuck you, Matt. Matt's talking about Kendrick fell off. Fell off what? Fell
Who
off
said
where?
that?
Fell Matt.
Matt,
Fell
but you know
off
what's so
where?
funny is
Fell off where?
he did that to get under specifically my skin. He
But it
wasn't even
got
trying
under-
to get under Chris's skin.
But it got under my
And
skin.
it didn't work.
I was so out.
It
I was
did-
like,
Why would you let him do
bro,
that?
the ball's dropping on New Year's Eve. How the fuck do you think?
I would have just like, okay,
Yeah.
get out of my face. I would've just-
Well, also, when is
I
the
would've
last
just, like,
good Matt rap
shoot.
opinion? So I'm chilling.
No, my thing is, hey, look, Matt.
Hey,
Matt,
valid.
Love Matt.
When's the
to
last
death, love Matt
opinion
to
he
death,
made
but-
where it's like when it comes to hip hop where it's like that's a good point.
Get in Matt's car right now and
No,
and
that's
tell me what
that's
he
what I'm
plays.
saying. I'm like, there's bro. I
swear to God.
love the kid to death. I don't know what he's listening to.
I swear to God.
I don't think it's
hey,
this.
You know what I can genuinely know as the last good Matt rap take that I heard
Let me hear.
and this was 2020. This was fresh off COVID.
So that's 5 years, baby.
The border opened up. We went to Traverse City. The restrictions opened up. We went to Traverse City, me and the guys. And in the car, what did Matt say?
I was driving.
Sing About Me is Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe. The violin at the end is like one of the best moments in hip hop. And I was like,
Yeah.
that was like an
I'll take
an
that.
astute
take.
observation, a good take. Yeah, and that was 2020.
Although
We're
it could be-
2025.
although it could be a discussion.
I taught this
itself.
motherfucker every day.
Yes, dude.
I taught this motherfucker every day.
Although-
He didn't trip and fall and land on a good take since.
Although I'm biased and whatever, but yeah, no.
Why the fuck would he
Bitch Don't
say
Kill
that?
My Vibe is absolutely the violin at the end. Everything about Bitch Don't Kill My Vibe, the original
Fire.
version, not the Jay-Z
Bitch
version.
Don't Kill My Vibe is every version of it is just.
Yeah.
just
I don't even I like the OG version so much better than Jay-Z shit. I don't think Jay-Z went as hard as people think that he did on that, but I digress.
I think it was quick. Jay-Z's part was just really. It was like, hey man, you want to come do this album? You want to come do this song with me?
And he's like, sure, yeah,
sure, why not? And I'll give you
I'll
give you like 4 bars, and then I'm getting off it.
Up
in the clouds.
All
Me
right.
and my spouse.
Let's see.
Can't hear myself think.
I'm the one that loves that J verse, but we're not gonna get into that. We're gonna just
That's
move
a discussion
on.
for another day.
Yeah. I want to keep this moving because we've been efficient here. Songs, Hot 100 songs of the 21st century.
Wait, what was the number 1 for the album? Do you know?
Oh yes, let me look that up. I believe it was Beyonce Lemonade. Let me double check that.
Sounds.
Oh no, sorry.
I'm not that mad.
Sorry. No, it was something that will piss all of us off.
Oh,
Morgan Wallen, Dangerous, the double album.
What is that? Look, okay.
Number 2, hold on, let's save it some grace. Number 2 was Adele, 21.
I'll give it that.
Yeah.
I was
Number 3 and 4 are Taylor Swift.
Look,
3 and 4 are
Fearless and 1989.
What albums?
Number 5, Hamilton.
The soundtrack.
Yes.
They put a soundtrack as number 5.
Post Malone. Oh, and then Morgan Wallen got 2 of the top 6. And Post Malone and Taylor Swift and Hamilton and Adele. Damn, this shit got racist at the top. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit got racist as fuck at the top. You got Morgan Wallen twice. You got Post Malone once. You got 3 of the top 6 spots are occupied by people that drop the N-word. Like, no, that's crazy. And then the other 2 are Taylor Swift.
She's got 2 albums. What 2 albums?
Fearless in 1989.
I've heard. Okay, 1989. I've heard. What
Yeah,
the fuck is Fearless? I've never even heard of that album in my life.
Apparently a fucking big album.
Taylor Swift.